Welcome to the first official video of Little River Garage. So we're just gonna cut all the BS and start off with the very first project. This is a customer of mine. He brought me a Mustang before to look at, but he brought me this two-door Tahoe, and he says he thinks it has a blown head gasket. So I'll go ahead and show you the oil here. So this is the 5.7, 350, you know, standard stuff. But if you look down there, you can see it's got fresh head bolts, or semi-fresh head bolts, and exhaust manifold gaskets. So somebody has done head gaskets on this thing. It has 300,000 miles, but as you can see, it is blowing coolant out of the cap, and it's also leaking at the thermostat. So you might think, you know, does it have water in the oil? No. I don't know how well you can see it. But no, it does not. The oil is clean. Well, not clean, but it's not dirty per se. It's used, you know. So let me go ahead and start this thing up for you and show you why he thinks it has a blown head gasket. Sweet custom interior. Yeah, 310,000 miles. That's hard to see. So when you first crank it, nothing really too concerning, right? But the longer it sits here and runs, especially when it gets warm, or if you rev it, it gets worse. Now, I know you might be thinking, oh, it's just blue smoke. I promise you, that is not blue smoke. If you take a nice whiff here, oh yeah, antifreeze. Smells nice and sweet. And it does that no matter the temperature. Like I said, when you first crank it, oh yeah, something else cool about this, turn the key off, it honks the horn every single time. You know, just OBS stuff. But yeah, so this thing definitely has either A, blown head gasket, B, when they did the head gasket job on this, whenever that was, they didn't put sealant on the head bolts, which you have to do on a small block Chevy, a Gen 1, Gen 2, or it's got a cracked cylinder head, which is a very common issue on the TBIs. So we're gonna dig into this thing and go have the heads checked and see what we can find as we dig into it. I'm running the jet heater over there with off-road diesel, as well as this really cool military stove that I found on Facebook Marketplace. Actually, at a garage sale on Facebook Marketplace. Somewhere on here, I think it's on the door, it's hard to see. It says US, blah, 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 something. 1952. And that's definitely not old wood and used motor oil. As you can see, there are many things missing now. And I saved you from that boringness, and it's kind of hard to see in here. And what we're really after is what the issue with this small block Chevy is. Now I can go ahead and tell you that I noticed there was water pouring into this manifold, and it's number 7, which is the back side. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, I'm stunned. Actually, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's number 7. So we're gonna start cracking these head bolts loose and use the impact on them because I'm a savage. Yes, that's what everyone's really here for, you know. They're here for the cracking. It's like watching chiropractic videos on Facebook. And I must say these are not that tight. Really not that tight. Intriguing. Let me get these things zipped out of here and we'll see what the head looks like. Okay, time for cylinder head number 1 to come off. Time for cylinder head number 1 to come off. All the bolts are out. Yeah. Sure. Yep. Good old crash starter. Oh yeah. Real loud. All right. Yeah, you can clearly see, ooh, we have a blown head gasket on the front, the rear, and between the 2 middle cylinders. Let me bring you in here for this. So if you look closely here, you can see the darkness right here. You can see where it's blown there. Oh, come on, light. All I did was bump you. Wow. That's about right. Oh yeah, light switch. Okay, you can see where the head gasket is very, very clearly blown back there. I mean, it's just super obvious. And then if you look between these 2 cylinders, see the discoloration right there. So it's blown there too. Cylinder walls look pretty good. Very, very, very faint crosshatch left. Let's see. No ring ridge. Well, let's go look at the cylinder head. Well, I don't see any cracks, but kind of the same story on this side. You look, you can see the darkness right through here where it's blown. You can clearly see in the middle where it was blown between those 2 cylinders. And then you can see right there where it's blown again. Okay, got the passenger side head off, and you can clearly see that this side is not blown, which I did not suspect it to be. But you can see how the blue and the stripes are even all the way across. And I figured out why it blew a head gasket. So on these you have, let's just go per cylinder to keep it simple. We have 2 here, 2 here, and 1 here. Well, not only were these and these on that side not as tight as this side, all of these had a nice crack. But these top ones on that side were not tight. They were like just snug down. These, all the way across, had a nice pop when you released them. So whoever torqued that side did a good job. Whoever did that side is a moron. And obviously you could have just done one side, you could have, half-assed it, but being that we don't know what caused it and the whole situation, And it's the proper thing to do anyways, to do both of them in pairs. And it's a small block Chevy, it's not that big of a deal. But this head looks equally as good. I think the heads are gonna be fine. But again, you can see the difference, hopefully, in that head, how it's black on each end, and in the middle there. You can see this side, the gasket had a nice squish. So we're gonna get these sent to the machine shop and we'll be back. So it's been a while, but the Tahoe is no longer here. It's gone. Got it all finished up. Got the head swapped out with the ones that I had. This is one of the heads that came off of it. They were both cracked. This one here was the worst, and I wanted to show this one on camera. Kind of hard to see, but if you look right there, there's a big crack that starts from the valve seat all the way up through here, and that is no bueno. That is garbage. So Tahoe came out real good. Got the timing all set, new gaskets, sealed all the bolts, you know, the usual. But just wanted to show that someone put this thing back together with 2 cracked heads, and also didn't torque the head bolts right on the driver's side, and man, it was a mess. Be careful who you bring your vehicles to.